Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Orina. A camera is a valuable gadget that captures reality without fabrication. It tells the truth. The issue of Raghoba Gaonkar of Pannavada Kavre Pirla raised a controversy in the House at 0 hour, where Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant said it is not true that the family had no light for 45 days. He said the line was going through the forest area. He also alleged that Power Minister Sudhin Davlikar, who said the story is true, spoke too fast. Though Raghoba Gaonkar withdrew his statement, Herald TV has the statement of Raghoba, his son, Power Minister Sudhin Davlikar, the assistant engineer, and the locals to lay our case before the public. Raghoba said that he had paid Rs 30,000 for 15 poles 8 years ago, and the electricity department was asking him to get a tractor to take the poles up the hill, and they were without power for 45 days, and that they had to light a fire in order to get light.
No sooner the issue was raised in the Goa Assembly during 0 hour on Friday by Fatorda MLA Vijay Sardesai, Power Minister Sudhin Davlikar said it was true and that the family would get power by 6 p.m. on Saturday. The CM too joined him and said the family would get power on Friday or latest by Saturday. If the family already had power, why the electricity workers go on site, dig the pits for poles and restore electricity? The family members too thanked Herald and Herald TV for being instrumental in giving them power.
व्हेरीफाय करिनासतरी हाडटा म्हण हावजातल्या मेंबरांनी ते पयलीं व्हेरीफाय करचें, कारण हांवें थोडोसो रिसर्च केलो आनी थोड्या जाणांक कामाक लायलें म्हाज्या डिपार्टमेंटाक. ताज्या उपरांत मुद्दामून म्हणजे 45 दीस आपले मिनिस्टरूय तेजेर पटकन उलयलो, कितें म्हणून तेजेर एक्शन घेता हें घेता. सगळें केल्या उपरांत कळ्ळें स्पिकर सर, कारण एकूच मिनीट, सगळें केल्या उपरांत कळ्ळें की फॉरेस्टांतल्यान जी लँड वता आनी थंयसर वचपा खातीर तेज्या पयलीं आमचो मिनिस्टर बाब सुभाष फळदेसायान स्वता पयशे भरुनूय तेणी तेज्या घराक लायट दिल्ली आनी तेज्या उपरांत तेणी
45 डेज लायट ना म्हणटाले तुमी, कितें खरी खबर कितें?
आमकां लायट नासलेली. लायट नासलेली
45 दीस तुमकां लायट नासलेली?
खबर ना, थोडे दीस नासलेली, थोडे दीस अशें एक म्हाका दिसता 25 दीस अशें नासलेली, पूण सामकी कंप्लीट नासलेली.
तुम्ही म्हणटना म्हळ्यार 45 दीस लायट नासलेली, आज आमकां लायट मेळ्ळी म्हणलें पळय, ते कितें कितें तुमी ते?
आज लायट मेळ्ळी ना न्हू, आमकां लायट आसली पूण आमकां थिंगा मेळनासली, कित्याक झाडां त्यो लायट त्यो बंद जाताली, येताली वयताली, परत येयली जाल्यार लायटमॅना वरान हें करून परत गेली, परत झाड पडलें जाल्यार परत थंयच वयतालो.
पूण हे तुमगे फर्स्ट टायम जाला काय हेचे पयलीं तुमकां लायट वयताली?
चड सामकें चड त्रास जाता. लायट थोडे दीस नासलेली, सामकी कंप्लीट नासलेली, सकयल उरताली पूण आमकां नासलेली.
45 डेज म्हणल्यार 45 दीस तुमकां लायट नाशिल्ली अशें म्हणलां.
तें म्हणलें आमी, म्हणलें
45 दीस तुमकां लायट नाशिल्ली, हें खरें काय?
लायट आसली पूण येताली वयताली न्हू, रातीन एक दिसांनी पूण नासली.
हांगा सुद्दां सेम जातालें.
45 दीस तुमकां कोणी उलोवपाक लायले काय खरेंच तुमकां लागली?
आमकां कित्याक लायट ना म्हणून जें सगळें आमी सगळें सारकें आहा.
तशें म्हणना, जेन्ना 45 दीस लायट ना म्हणून येता न्ही, टोटल 45 दीस नाशिल्ली काय मदीं येताली वयताली?
मदीं येताली वयताली.
तेच म्हणटा
चड दीस नासलेली, म्हणजे आमकां 45 दीस म्हणले, देड म्हयनो असो सारकें म्हळ्यार लायट सकयल काजर उरता काय कावऱ्या उरता तें आमकां खबर नासलेली. पूण मेन म्हळ्यार केबल, आमी रानांतल्यान केबल व्हेल्लो तो, तेव्हा ते आतां कोण पळोवपाक गेला, आमी रानां झाड पडला आमी पळोवपाक गेलो ना.
45 दीस लायट ना, तुमी मागीर कोणाक सांगलें?
हय सांगलें आमी.
म्हाजें नांव प्रदीप फेडे, हांव काजूर कल्ला गांवचो पंच. सो हेंगेलो रिपोर्ट जाले नंतर मागीर हांव गेलो तेंचे बरोबर. हांव गेलो तेंगे घरा, स्वता गेलो, हांव सकयल गेलो, वचून येयलो तेंगे पयलो. संजू माशेकर येयी आसलो पळय, तो म्हाजे येयलो दनपारच्या आमी वयर गेले पळोवपाक तेंगे कितें प्रॉब्लेम जाला अशें म्हण. हांव तेंगे घरा कडेन विजीट दिली. ते दनपारची वचून आमी एक 2 थंय पावले तेंगेर. मागीर आमी थंय गेले नंतर रिपोर्टर आमचे बरोबर आसलो, तो रिपोर्टर बराबर गेल्लो. सो तेंच्यांनी ताका हेका क्वेश्चन केलें, बाबा तुका लायट ना, कितें ना, कशें कितें. तेणीन आपल्याले 45 डेज लायट ना म्हणून सांगलें, थंय सांगलें. आतां एक भुरग्यां आपल्या प्रॉब्लेम जाता थंय, आतां मेन म्हळ्यार गव्हर्मेंटान कितें पेट्रोल बंद केल्या.
जायल्या ती करेक्ट आसा, आनी आय वील टेक अ स्ट्रिक्ट एक्शन ऑन असिस्टंट इंजिनियर आनी junior engineer, because this is the way working in the department is not tolerated.
सगळ्यांक पयलीं म्हणल्यार गोवा हेरल्ड टीव्ही आनी गोवा हेरल्ड पेपर हांकां सगळ्यांक पयलीं देव बरें कर म्हणटा आनी आमचो गौरीश सतरकर रिपोर्टर आमचो पंच गांवचो प्रदीप गांवकर हेका देव बरें कर म्हणटा कित्याक हेणी आमचो लायटीचो कितें प्रॉब्लेम आसलेलो तो तेणी मात सॉल्व केलो आनी सगळ्यांक देव बरें कर म्हणटा विजय सरदेसायाक तेणी आमचो हो मुद्दो विधानसभेक ओपन केलो आनी लोकांक कळ्ळें खंय गांवांत प्रॉब्लेम जाता आनी तेंच सुदीन दवळकरान आमच्या लायटी डिपार्टमेंट मंत्री त्यांनी तांकां लायटी ऑफिसांक कितें फोन केलो तांकां धाडलो आमचो जेई सर हांगा पावले आसा तांकां सगळ्यांक आमची लायट आमची लायटीचो प्रॉब्लेम आहा तो तेमी सॉल्व केलो अशें आमी सॉल्व करतलो अशें आश्वासन दिलां हांकां रस्त्याक कित्याक कारण रस्तो पाड आसोन कितें तरी कारण कितें प्रॉब्लेम उरलो अशें म्हूण सांगता आनी सगळ्यांक देव बरें करूं.
First time MP from South Goa, Captain Viriato Fernandes, rode in Parliament on Monday, making a fervent appeal to the centre not to destroy Goa by making it a coal hub. He said there was a conspiracy to thrust projects in Goa. Listen to his first brief but powerful intervention on nationalization of rivers, 3 linear projects and coal transportation, and how it would destroy tourism.
माननीय श्री वी फर्नांडिस जी.
Thank you, Madam Ji, for giving an opportunity to speak. I am a first-time MP from South Goa. The whole world knows about Goa as the most beautiful place, a paradise on earth. But in the last few years, we have been seeing a conspiracy with projects that have been thrust on Goa without taking the people into confidence. In 2016, they took our rivers in the name of nationalization, 6 rivers. Thereafter, during the lockdown, they brought 3 linear projects, the double tracking, the expansion of roadways, and the Tabnar project, which we have documentary proof this is only to bring coal and convert Goa into a coal hub. Now after the liberation of Goa in 1961 from the Portuguese rule, the only organized sector which is remaining today is the tourism sector, because the mining ban has fallen in place in 2012. The agriculture department is not doing that well. There have been efforts by the private players, by youth, to revive agriculture. A humble request to this government, take the people into confidence. Don't convert Goa into a coal hub, because the only sector which is giving jobs, employment to the people of Goa is tourism. And converting Goa into a coal hub will destroy Goa completely. Thank you.
Pooja Sharma, who is the prime accused in the Asaga house demolition case, finally appeared before the crime branch Rabandar on Monday for interrogation. Sharma had allegedly razed the Asaga house without giving prior notice to the occupants. It has been revealed that Sharma is the wife of a high-profile diplomat and has allegedly misused her connections to acquire the land.
The prime accused of the Asaga house demolition case, Pooja Sharma, has finally arrived in Goa at the crime branch, Rabandar, on Monday, 22nd July. Pooja Sharma, who was the main accused for razing down a house at Asaga without giving a prior notice to the occupants and illegally kidnapping the father and son of the occupants, was evading summons notices under Section 41A of CRPC. The incident took place exactly a month ago on 22nd June 2024. Sharma had filed an interim bail application in High Court from arrest, but High Court denied her application.
The opposition, while disclosing that they are not opposing the national education policy, questioned the hurry of the government in implementing it. without giving proper thought and the lack of infrastructure. While Kepe MLA questioned why foreign language was excluded, Aldona MLA Carlos Alvarez Ferreira alleged a hodgepodge between aspects of NCERT and CBSE elements in Goa's NEP implementation. He also questioned how the quantum of syllabus would be adjusted with half-day classes. Chief Minister admitted that 100% infrastructure was not in place. He assured that foreign languages will be continued and that NCRF was mandatory for all boards and not only for CBSE.
You will have to ask the feedback from the teachers. Master trainer जे तुम training देता है, are the teachers happy with that master training? तुम एक teacher तिंगाची कटाई master trainer म्हणून कोताई 100 महीना भितर और 3 महीना भितर how she can be or he can be a master trainer and teach the teachers? It is not possible. You ask the teachers who have gone for the training.
ट्रेनराच्या बद्दल क्वेश्चन मार्क आसा जाल्यार तेणी म्हाका सांगचें, कारण शेवटी दे ऑल आर टीचर्स. त्यांचो फीडबॅक जो आसा पळय न्ही तो म्हणटा तसो वी आर कंटिन्युअसली टेकिंग द फीडबॅक आफ्टर ट्रेनिंग, आनी तांचे फीडबॅक फॉर्म आसा. तेजो जर कोणाचें मातशें कितें मास्टर ट्रेनराडे खंयचें आसा कितें म्हणजे तो बरो शिकयना बीन म्हणून जाल्यार तेणी नांवूय सांगचें. हांव सेक्रेटरी एड्युकेशनाक पळोवपाक लायता. दॅट इज वन. लँग्वेज 1 इज अ इंग्लीश, लँग्वेज 2 इज एन मराठी, कोंकणी, हिंदी ह्यो 3 लँग्वेज, आनी लँग्वेज 3 इट इज एन फ्रांच, पोर्तुगीज एंड जर्मन. ह्यो 3 लँग्वेजी आमी खंयसरूच ज्यो आहा पळय न्ही मदीं म्हाज्या कडेन फायल आयल्या उपरांत हांवें सांगलां इट शूड बी द कंटिन्यू. खंयसरूच त्यो आमी बंद करूंक ना.
सो हे स्कलांक जे आतां तुमी इम्प्लिमेंट कोताय आमगे त्या भुरग्यांक थिंग सादें टॉयलेट आनी आमगे वचकलांक वचपाक वॉशरूमूय नाय. हे तुमी आनी हांव जाता इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर जाता तांकां जेवण जेवपाक यू विल हॅव अ मॅस रूम कितें कॅफेटेरिया कितें तें हूंय बसून भुरगीं तुमी आतां हिना हारी इम्प्लिमेंट कोताय. बट अकॉर्डिंग टू दीस पॉलिसीज वी हॅव टू हॅव अ सेपरेट डायनींग हॉल. तांकां बसपाक सुवात आसपा जाय. आहा आमकां इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर आहा.
कांयच म्हणना हितूर आमी कशें आसा स्पिकर सर, हांव 100% इस्कॉलांनी इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर आसा अशें म्हणना ना, पण आमकां इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर तयार करपाक जाय, आमकां इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट करपाक जाय. मेन थिंग म्हणजे आमी जे सुरवात केला पळय न्ही ती ताकाच लागून सुरवात केला. तांकां मेन थिंग तेंचे वॉशरूम्स आसतले, बरे वॉशरूम्स दिवपाक जाय, तांकां रेस्ट रूम दिवपाक जाय. बऱ्याचशा हायस्कुलांनी सगळे क्लासरूम्स आनी लॅबॉरेटरीज इट इज आसा ते वेल इक्विप्ड करपाक जाय. म्हणजे एके तरेंतल्यान इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर आमकां क्रिएट करपाक जाय आनी तांकां काही इक्विपमेंट्स दिवपाक जाय पळय न्ही सरकारान त्या लेवलाचेर स्टार्ट केला.
When NEP prescribes modalities separate for CBSE and NCERT follows NCERT and Goa follows NCERT for its regular non-CBSE schools, how does the state propose to follow NEP with respect to the NCERT requirements for syllabus, hours, which is credit system, and language? I will just give a small thing so that Chief Minister can answer it. Yes. And syllabus is in para 8.5 of NEP. I've just read that. Hours in the credit system, which is at in your national curriculum framework. Please understand, Honorable the Speaker, what I'm trying to show you are these two different books. Please see this. NCRF for CBSE. And हे आसा ते National Curriculum NCF म्हणटा ताका. कितें जाला? If you look at the direction of the Education Department and the Director of Higher Education, there's a hodgepodge between e-syllabus and e-syllabus. Ingson काढून थिंग यूज करतात.
We are very much serious. आणि ताकाच लागून हांवें तांच्यांनी जें सांगलां पळय न्ही NCRF is not a mandatory for all the boards and it is not only for the CBSE. It is an NCRF जो सिलेबस तांच्यांनी जो सांगलो पळय न्ही it is not only for the CBSE. That is one. Second जे तुम्ही सांगता पळय न्ही
NCRF I said, sorry.
NCRF.
I never said NCRF. NCERT has given for CBSE and non-CBSE. But NCRF I'm talking.
NCRF is not mandatory for all the board. It is not. It is a mandatory for all the boards. It is not only for the CBSE.
No, please. I will show that.
तुमकां दाखयता स्पीकर सर. ओके. दुसरी गजाल जी आसा पळय न्ही तांच्यांनी जें म्हटलां खंयसरूच आमी जो सर्क्युलर काडला तो रेक्टिफाय केलो. परत एकदां आमी फ्रेंच आसतले किंवा जर्मनी आसतली, पोर्तुगीज आसतली ही लँग्वेज घेवपाक ऑलरेडी आमी एलाव केलें. हांवें तेज्याच भाशेंत उतरतना हांवें पयलींच सांगलां.
The Goa Assembly was adjourned at around 12:46 p.m. on Monday on parity in calling attention motions between the ruling and opposition benches. Opposition leader Yuri Alema objected on a point of order, saying that at the BSE meeting it was agreed that if ruling was allowed one question, opposition would be allowed one question too. But on Monday, both calling attention motions of the ruling party were listed. The speaker assured that now on, that would be followed. But Yuri said this assurance was given before too, and the opposition rushed to the well of the House and the House was adjourned.
Opposition leader Yuri Alema एक शब्द आजे पहिले दोन तुमचे हल्ले आसा की आजेंता फाल्यां येतली परत येतली आमी 8 तारीख आसली
ड्यू टू द डेलिब्रेटेड कंडिशन ऑफ द हाउसिंग बोर्ड
श्री शंकर बामणकर
attention of the house is drawn to the people living in the housing board colony at Baina in Murmugao constituency. Due to the deliberate condition of the housing board building, there are leakages, part of concrete slabs are falling, corrosion of the steel, etc. People have no other option of shelter and hence are forced to stay in these flats. Representation has been made to Goa Housing Board for the reconstruction of this building. Step government intend to take in this matter.
Answer फाल्यां दवरता.
फाल्यां postpone. जालें तें एक करेन.
Yes. Next.
दुसरे
सभागृहाचे कामकाज 2:30 स्थगित करता.
There is fierce public opposition to the holding of Sunburn in South Goa. But should the Sunburn narrative go beyond North Goa and South Goa and not be allowed to be held in Goa at all? In this edition of Street Voices, Herald TV asked people whether the Sunburn discourse should not be only about having the EDM in the South, but not having it in any part of Goa at all.
Bujespan Sunburn Goyan Nakats. Kityak Sunburn is a drug-related event. And Stockland Foboroha. That is a lot of consumption of drugs there. There's a lot of sale of drugs. And because it is an event which brings a lot of money, I think the organizers are also prepared to do it because they are prepared to spend whatever money is required because they get much more income. Now, what I understand is that for some years they have not paid. Now, last year apparently that's 2 crores or not due to the Comunidad of Anjunan. And they are asking for a rebate of of around 2 crores. They are willing to pay only a few 70 lakhs or something like that, 76 lakhs or 78 lakhs. I mean, this is ridiculous. And I don't know why Comunidads have allowed the event to take place. But you know, the event is being supported and sponsored by people who are influential, people who are in the government.
आणि मेगा फेस्टिवल येवप म्हळ्यार तेंगेल्यान वेस्ट मॅनेजमेंट क्राउड कंट्रोल हें सारकें ना आनी ते ऑथॉरिटीन पयस तीन कित्याक कितें करता तें मॅनेज करना सो हाचे हे मागीर परिणाम आतां भायर वयता आनी लोकल कम्युनिटीचेर इश्यू जाता. दुसरो पॉयंट म्हळ्यार नॉयज पोल्युशन आनी ही फेस्टिवल येवप म्हळ्यार तेंगेलो हाय डेसिबल लेवल वॉल्यूम आसता आनी इट डिस्प्लेस द लोकल कम्युनिटीज. तेच भाशेन वायल्ड लायफ तेजेरय इम्पॅक्ट जाता. हेंय आमी चिंतून दवरपाक जाय मोतीन डिसिजन घेवपाक जाय. तिसरे मोतीन येता तो ट्रॅफिक एंड इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर. ही मेगा फेस्टिवल म्हणजे ती आमगे जे लोकल बडे इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर आसा तेजेर भरपूर प्रेशर हाडटा. आमकां हेशें जाल्यार इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर सारकें ना.
म्हणजे सारकें अशें आहा की नो टू सनबर्न. आमच्या गोंयांत जो पळय आज सुसेग आहा तो सुसेग आसा तो सगळो काबार जातलो हें सनबर्न आयिल्लें. आनी सनबर्न म्हणजे कितें सनबर्ना भितर कितें चलता हें सरकारान पळयलां. थंय ड्रग्स आसा, स्वर आहा, सेक्स आहा, डॅन्स आहा, हें आहा तें आहा तें आहा आनी सामकें इतली तें चड जाल्लें आहा तें सामकें सगळें हातभायर गेल्लें आहा. तेन्ना आमी गोंयकारांनी सगळ्यांनी एक जावन we have to say no to sunburn in the state of Goa, maybe north or maybe south. कितले एक्सिडेंट जावन लोक मरतात सनबर्नाची जेन्ना पळय फेस्टिवल चलता लोक एक्सिडेंट जावन मरतात, ओवरडोज जावन मरतात. लोक जे पळय घरांतून भायर सोडून वतात ते घरा कडेन परते पावनात. पूण हें चल्लां कितें? सरकाराचें हाजेर कितें लक्ष आसा काय ना?
प्रोटेक्शन मेळटा एअर स्टेटी कडेन तांकां प्रोटेक्शन मेळना आसतलें इतलें वो थिंग कडेन कॉस्ट सुबेज आसतलो जे अंडर हँड जे पयशे फारीक करपा पडटा ते. सो हिंग सवाय जावन पडला आनी सगळे भाशेन फ्रिडम मेळटा फॉर ऑल सॉर्ट ऑफ एंटी सोशल एलिमेंट्स. दॅट्स वाय परतून ते गोंयच जाय, कित्याक गोंयाक सगळें फ्री जाता तांकां. सो आमची मागणी की हे सावथ गोवा आमी ओपोज करतलेच, पूण इवन एंटायर गोवा नॉर्थ गोवानूय बी ओपोज करून एक टायमार हें सनबर्न म्हणटा तें बंद जावपाक जाय.
After the tragic death of teenager Aarti Gond when a tree fell on her, the Forest Department on Monday marked trees in Panjim which are dangerous for commuters and pedestrians. The government and the corporation of the city of Panjim woke up after the death of the Beti teenager in Panjim. The recent construction work and laying of footpath and pavers at the roadside in Panjim has weakened the roots of the trees, making them victims of the gusty winds and torrential rains. In the recent past, 8 deaths have occurred due to rain-related incidents.
It was indeed a fatal Sunday for Aarti Gond, who works here, who used to work here in a footwear shop in this area. It was a fatal Sunday for her as one of the trees here on the footpath, the roots so weak because of the rains and a lot of construction work going on, gave way, and the tree collapsed onto Aarti, who was here. She died while she was taken to GMC. The district administration and the chief minister of Goa has announced a compensation of 4 lakh rupees to Aarti. We met the colleagues of Aarti and we spoke to them. They said she was a very nice woman to work with. She was always dedicated. In fact, when they described the incident, what happened is she had come here to the loo, to the washroom here when this entire incident happened. The latest update on this matter is that the Forest Department and the local administration have started marking the trees across the city which are on the road sides, which are on the footpath sides, which are leaning onto the roads. This is probably to avoid any further incidences because the rains this time have been absolutely merciless, and a lot of roots of these trees in the city are also giving way. This is not the first incident of a tree fall in Goa. This time rains have been so merciless that there have been nearly about 8 deaths across Goa, and the one which Aarti met, the death of Aarti was one of the latest deaths due to excessive rains. There is one more observation that has come out here is the footpaths when were built by a smart city were dug up to be relaid with paving stones, but in the bargain what has happened is it weakened the old roots of these age-old trees, and the trees are not holding their roots right now, and the rains have only become a catalyst in this entire process. This is one incident that has happened in Panji, which has waken up the entire administration. But the question is, how many lives are expendable to make sure that the district administration and the disaster management wakes up and starts preparing to avoid these kind of incidents in the future. With camera person Upen Naik, this is Pratik Parab for Herald TV.
The wall of the ruined house of Dr. Francisco Luis Gomes collapsed on early Monday morning at around 6:30. The house was in a dilapidated condition due to neglect by the government. Dr. F.L. Gomes demanded freedom for India in the Portuguese Parliament and was firm in his belief that Goa was part of India. Due to the collapsed wall, a house nearby suffered minor damages. The residents of nearby houses conveyed their dangers due to the ruined house. In 2019, Nevin Gomes and some of the locals came forward and sent a proposal to the government to repair the historic house. But till now, no action had been taken.
किती पडले?
ती एक वणूच पडली आणि ती झाडां बीन तेजे जाल्ली ती देंवल्या सकयल. आमच्या घराक मातशें हें जालां, उदक व्हांवता, आतां मारले न्हू ते सगळे, ते मातशें पळोवपाचें कोणानी कितें.
पण तुमकां डेंजर आहा?
आमकां डेंजर न्हू, ती दुसरी पडली जाल्यार आमकां सामकें डेंजर. एकूच हें न्हू, ती एकूच घर तें आख्खें फूल.
डॉक्टर फ्रांसीस लुईस गोम्सान 190 वर्सांनी पयलें घर तें. सो आयज कोलॅप्स जालो व्हडली खबर काय ना, ती हें वर्सां वर्स जाता. सो इन 2019 हांवें एक नितीन नाईक, द ओनर ऑफ द हावस, आनीक MLA का लोकलांक घेवन हांवें रोड केलो फ्रॉम फ्रांसीस लुईस गोम्स टू ते घराक वचून. सो सगळे लोकांक आमी घेवन, सो कितें जाता तेन्ना म्हाका नितीन नायकाक कितें सांगलें म्हाका, ती गव्हर्मेंटा कडेन ताका प्रपोजल घातलो कितें तें हावस रिन्यूएट करपाक वो टेक ओवर करपाक. सो ते मेरेनसून त्यानसून गव्हर्मेंटान कांय ते कोणाय गव्हर्मेंट जावं आनी कोण पॉलिटिशियन जावं लोकल पॉलिटिकनाय मुखार सरून आमी आम आदमी आमी सादे मनीस आमचेर कांय पावर आसना. आमी होच आमचो आमदाराक मांडलो आतां आनी जफर बुधानी म्हणून कौन्सिलर आसा ते कडेन मांडलो तेजे मुखार कांय वचना. सो हे इतलें मोडो तेजे मागीर आख्या देशान आख्या गोंय शारान तेजो खूब पावस लागला. सो दीस इज नथींग न्यू इन दॅट.
The issue of use of drugs, alcohol and gambling rocked the Goa Assembly before question hour on Monday. The leader of the opposition, Yuri Alamau, sought to raise the issue of drug abuse among the police and questioned whether Goa was becoming Swampurna in drugs among police. Chief Minister said this issue should be raised during demand for grants. Fathod, the MLA Vijay Sardesai also commented outside the house that drug mafia had succeeded in infiltrating the police and narco trafficking will not stop in Goa.
Gambling is also named. Speaker sir, department orders action but remain silent on criminal action.
बसून घ्या ताजे स्टेटमेंट. after question hour
ड्रग्स आणि स्वयंपूर्ण हे स्पीकर सर हे म्हाका दिसता एक सिरियस इश्यू. पुलीस स्टेशना भितर जेन्ना ड्रग्स सर्क्युलेट जाता, सोरो सर्क्युलेट जाता, गॅम्बलिंग जाता, स्पीकर सर हेजेर मुखेलमंत्री स्पीकर सर हो इश्यू एकदम इम्पॉर्टंट आसा. हे कॉलिंग मूव केल्ले ना बट हांव तुझ नोंदणी हाडपाक सोदता. हे स्वयंपूर्ण काय कितें हे गोंय हेजेर तूं जाप दी. अरे एक्शन घेतो तो. I have made a statement. You which was
Speaker sir, I may be permitted to submit.
ड्रग माफिया सारकें कितें पुलिसेकूच एडिक्ट केल्या. सो पुलीस एडिक्ट जाता तेच तांकां ट्रॅफिकिंग हेल्प करता. सो नॅर्को ट्रॅफिकिंग बंद जातलें गोंयचे पुलिसे खातीर. ही शक्यता कमी. गोंयचे पुलिसूच एडमीट करता. एक कॉप मारतालो हवालदार हें कांय नवें न्ही. हें आमी पयलींच्यान पळयलां. मात तो एक कुरकुरीत हवालदार हें आमी आयकूंक जाय. हें आतां ड्रग एडिक्ट पुलीस ड्रग एडिक्ट जावंक शकता. हें पुलिसूच सांगता आनी हें सर्क्युलर एसेंब्लीच्या टायमार येता. हें म्हाका आय फायंड दीस टू बी व्हेरी व्हेरी ऑड. दे आर एडमिटींग थिंग्स which we didn't know. We thought that drugs was a problem which was external. Now they are telling us that it is internal. पुलिसूच ड्रग एडिक्ट जाल्या म्हणून. तातूंत आनी ड्रग एडिक्शन जर पुलिसेक लागला जाल्यार ड्रग माफिया सक्सेसफूल जाल्ली आहा. तांचो प्लॅन सारको जाला. नॅर्को ट्रॅफिकिंग इज नॉट स्टॉपिंग.
That's all we have in today's newscast. For more news and updates, follow us on Facebook, YouTube and X. Thanks for watching Herald TV. Take care and goodbye.